that, how they have very good security. The only thing that they really need to worry about typically is forest fires because they're surrounded by a lot of wildlife.
But yeah, it was a cute little town. We stayed there for a couple days,
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb and I went out quite a bit, just walking in the city. We got a lot of gifts for people.
We
got gifts for our
did.
friends.
We did.
We got gifts for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
We also went out, just the two of us, for
We went on a
dinner.
date.
We went on a date, and we shared a pizza and we shared a salad, and it was a really big salad and a really big pizza. It was really nice. And I had an issue with the salad because they called it a Caesar salad, and it was not a Caesar salad. It was delicious. I loved it, but it wasn't a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
They had like different everything, different sauce, different ingredients. Only the lettuce was the same, and I'm like, that's not a Caesar salad. It's delicious, but that's not a Caesar salad.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. But that was really nice because, how do I say this? Your mother's acceptance was violent.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, trip, go to this city, go to that city. This relative stuff down your throat, that relative stuff down your throat. And then here's the brother. And then here's this, here's that. Event. And I was just like, oh my God, it's so nice. Thank you. Oh my God. But at the same time, slow down. It was a little too much.
Yeah.
Like, calm down, K-Mama. Whoa. And I was starting to feel overwhelmed. Like, when we got to the hotel, I was a little snappy. And Caleb was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I think I just need some time to chill. So we just tried to relax and breathe. And then we went on a date, and it was really nice.
Yeah, just us.
Yeah, I really liked that. It was so expensive, but I really liked that. Yeah, that was nice. I like that.
And then after, is there anything else you want to say about Villa General Belgrano before we move on to the other one?
The one shop we went to where we bought the thing for your mom, the dangly bird thing. Those people were so nice.
Context. I wanted to buy my mom a little bit of a gift now that I had a little bit of money.
We both did.
Yeah, we both did. And imagine this shop just covered from wall to wall. And how would you describe them? Handmade craft, a little bit of...
It was... The closest similar thing in the U.S. would be like a spirituality shop where they sold rocks and jewelry and things of that nature.
But this had even more than that.
But it had a lot of crafts. It had a lot of gnomes. It had a lot of
cultural
hanging
stuff,
things.
Tourist stuff, glasswork, woodwork. It was very pretty.
It's like I don't know, hanging decoration for your patio or porch. Some of them are wind chimes. Some of them are just decorations. I don't know what the general term is,
toys.
But hanging decoration, outdoor decor, right? And they have this really pretty bird one there.
Yeah.
That I decided to get your mom. And you helped me pick it out because I'm like, which colors would she like? What kind of stuff does she like? And she really likes birds. So you helped me find one that she would like. And I posted that on Twitter, I think. And
you did.
She put it like that's right outside of the patio door. Yeah. So that's like really central in Maine outside. So she hung it up somewhere really special. And I was like, oh, she accepts it and she likes me.
Yeah, exactly. And while we were at the store, they could see that we were talking back and forth because during this entire trip, I've been translating every day, almost all the time for Felix.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we want this one. And they're like, oh, okay, let me take it down for you. And then while we are working on the payment method, they're like, so where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? And they started small talk and even more of that little, remember what I mentioned before, that we have a way of making small personal connections, even in terms of like customer service and stuff. They started asking me about my life and like, who's this person? Are you two dating? Why are you here? And I'm like, oh, well, we're from this town and we're visiting. We're coming from the States. We're on a 20-day trip vacation and yada yada yada. They're like, oh, we have a daughter that also goes to the States. She's bilingual. I think you guys would love her. It was just so sweet.
That is cute.
How was it for you to actually experiment that like personal connection? How would you describe it in comparison to Americans?
In most ways it's better, but then in some ways it's worse. I'm gonna say the worst later because that's a part of another big story.
Oh yeah.
But in most ways, it's a lot better. It's a lot more personal. Like you go to the pharmacy to get medicine for allergies or a sunscreen because we had to go get those. I was experiencing allergies in the mountains. I'm allergic to something in spring out there. I don't know what. Probably those pink flowering trees. I don't know. No idea. And they would be like, okay, what do you need? What are your symptoms? And I remember you were able to ask that person for advice on, hey, where are the good shops for gifts? Like what part of town? And she was able to answer.
Yeah.
In the US, it's often like they'll be nice and friendly, but it's just like, how can I help you? Thanks. Next. How can I help you? Okay, bye. Next. How can I help you? And it felt a lot more personal and slower, which in a lot of ways was really nice. I liked that. I like that.
I'm so happy that I got you to actually experience that firsthand.
Yeah.
I feel warm and fuzzy.
Aww.
Are we done with that town?
We could be. I can't remember anything else to mention right now.
Me neither.
So we stayed in that town for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Actually, was it like 4 days? We stayed at the hotel for like 4 days.
Should I tell the story of like what I talked with my mom? Do you remember?
Oh, in the pool?
Yeah.
Let me just finish my thought real quick. So we stayed in Villa General Belgrano.
Yeah.
For like 3 days. And one of those days we left and did like a day trip to another town close by called La Cumbrecita.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful. And we can tell you about that in a minute. But we stayed in Villa General Belgrano as our like home base for like 2 or 3 or 4 days. And we spent like 2 days in the city and then another day at the other one and then left the 4th day. And there was a pool at the hotel.
A climated pool.
And climated pool. It wasn't as warm as Kay hoped, but it was all right. And one day you had this conversation with your mom when I was taking a shower or something. And she was in the pool.
Yeah, you were taking a shower and resting.
Yeah.
So, here's where I take over. I knew that there was a climated pool. It's indoors. It's like surrounded by like glass so you can see the outside. Pretty chill environment. Some families were around and stuff. And here it comes. I am alone with my mom. There's some people around, but you know, distant enough that we can have a conversation and like they don't care or don't hear it. And we start talking and like I talk about you, I talk about my life and whatever. And my mom knows that I have attempted some polyamory stuff in the past, right? She already had that seed in her head. And I guess she was trying to like check if that was still the case. Like if things changed after you came into the picture kind of thing. Like, oh, like, did they fix him or something like that?
Did I fix you?
And I remember swimming and she was like, so do you like see other people? And I was like, yeah. Like, are you still on that? That's pretty much what she asked, kind of. And I was like, well, yeah. And then she asked me, so do you have sex parties? And I was like, well, there's some plans. And she's like, there's some plans?
And hey, the results were emailed to her. She could see that we were both clean. We're fine. But like,
yes, every Friday, that's what the mud chat is for. So she was just like, I do not understand how you can, like, she doesn't understand it. But she's like, I guess you do you kind of thing. Like, she's not trying to change me or get in the way or pry or ask questions like that. But she's like, I got adventurous in my youth, but not like you. So that's a mini conversation I had with my mom. I don't want to like lie to her. I don't want to have to like hide,
Right.
like myself or how things kind of work. I love her and I trust her, and even if she doesn't understand, as she's proven with Felix, she'll still respect your choice, and I do appreciate that. Anyways, Cumbrecita.
Didn't she say, I don't understand how you can share them?
Yeah. Like she said that. I don't understand how you can share them.
We're swingers, Mama. It's fine. I'm so glad I didn't have that conversation with her, because that would have been awkward.
That would have been awkward.
God.
Oh, there's a topic that like we haven't mentioned, but I don't know if you're okay with like interrupting the trip with that. You met my brother.
I did meet your brother. He went with us on the trip to Villa General Belgrano.
How was your impression of him? Because I don't talk about him often.
I don't know how to describe him. He's very different from how you said he would be.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is because he's changed a lot since you saw him.
He's grown a lot.
He likes to have fun.
Yeah.
He said his favorite animals were dogs, and that makes sense. He's very playful. I'm trying to think of something I can say that isn't too personal. Because I know a lot of, family stuff. He's cool. I like him. He's pretty rebellious.
Yep.
I hope that everything turns out okay. Listen, when I was 17, I got my driver's license suspended because I was a little too silly and I was going triple digits on the highway, not kilometers per hour. So to my credit, I never crashed the car, but I wasn't supposed to be going that fast. He's got me beat. And that's putting it lightly. He's not really doing anything unethical, but like, I hope he turns out okay for his own sake.
That's a good way to summarize him. Like, if you meet him, he will be a chill person to you. Like, he will never be mean or disrespectful. Like, he's accepting of me as his brother and as Felix as, they, them, non-binary.
Right, he was wonderful to me. He was fine. I consider him family. He was great. I had a good time with him. I'm just a little bit worried about him for his sake. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's personal details.
Yeah.
Out of respect for him.
Yeah.
But like, he's young and stupid. He just turned 18.
As we all are sometimes.
Yeah.
As we all are sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. He's chill.
He was nice.
Yeah, he jokes around. He's fine.
Yeah.
So, continuing. La Cumbrecita.
Right.
What is La Cumbrecita? How was it different from the last one?
It was one of those towns where there were almost no cars. It was a long drive from Villa General Belgrano, and it's in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
And very hilly, very walking.
Everyone walks everywhere.
It was absolutely beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
The mountains and the pine trees.
Yeah, my brother.
I'm sorry, Germanic architecture. It looked so good. It felt like I was in Germany or Switzerland. It felt like I was somewhere on the Alps, not in the God, you're gonna hate me. The mountains in South America. What the fuck are they called?
Los Andes?
The Andes. Los Andes.
I mean, technically that was not Los Andes, but
close enough. Related to, in the vicinity of it felt like a European town, and it was just beautiful, and the food was amazing, the sights were amazing, the waterfall was absolutely beautiful. I really liked it there.
Hi, Waffle. Yeah,
it was beautiful. There were a lot of wild dogs and cats. The videos of me with the wild cats, the street cats that were clinging to me, that was in La Cumbrecita. when I was the pussy magnet, literally, do you guys see those pictures and videos with me? Like the cats just